Could you first please introduce yourself to everyone?
Oh, thank you. Well, my name is Dow Jones, and I am the co-promoter here at UKPW, former wrestler for about 20 years, and I'm loving it here at the MCM Comic-Con.
Oh, of course. Hi, everyone. My name is Kimmy Akis.
Boo! My name is Prince Dean, one half of the UKPW Tag Team Championships of the world, or Kent, or something like that.
The world of Kent, everywhere, right? My channel is all about encouraging non-wrestling fans to get into wrestling.
Yep.
So my subscribers are new wrestling fans. So what advice would you give them on how they could fall in love with wrestling as much as we've fallen in love with
Oh, I love that question. It's such a good question. I think what people get put off by is that wrestling has such a rich history. And I think what people think, they think like television. Oh, I need to start at series 1, episode 1. Not at all. You can just turn on any episode of any wrestling show, especially any of the television productions, and you can just go, right, I'm going to turn off my real world for the next hour, 2 hours, whatever it is. And what I like is that wrestling just presents you with, quite being blunt, good guys, bad guys. They're going to have a conflict. They're going to resolve that in the ring. Or you've got the sporting side of things. Actually, here are two fantastic athletes. Yeah, which one is going to win? Is it the high-flying guy, or is it going to be the strength guy? But if it is the strength guy, can he catch the small guy? Or actually, can the small guy outrun the big guy? To me, it's all storytelling. If you enjoy any kind of drama, any kind of story, pro wrestling, any episode, easy.
Brilliant. And if you've been paying attention to my content, you know that that's the sort of message that I've already given out. It's not just me saying it. It's the best way to get into wrestling.
The best advice, if you want to fall in love with wrestling, is support your local wrestling shows. There are so many independent wrestling promotions around nowadays. If you have one that's close to you, it doesn't matter if there's 10 people in the audience. When it is that intimate, I think it makes it more magical. Because they're still putting on a show. You could go to WWE and there'll be millions of people in the crowd. But you go to your local wrestling and you'll be so close to the action. That's what made me fall in love with it.
Fantastic. And when you are in a smaller wrestling environment, sometimes those wrestlers make it to the big time. And you saw them from the start.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. And when it comes to support your local promotions, UKPW, great place to start.
I don't know why you would want anyone to like wrestling. It's complete nonsense. I mean, look at me. I'm so old and so broken.
Okay, fantastic, wonderful.
It's not fantastic.
Okay,
I'm broken. I'm broken, mate.
But you look fantastic.
I look fantastic, and so do you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. How did you get into wrestling?
So all my life, the wrestle gods were speaking to me. They speak to me in the language of wrestling. They tell me the wrestling moves to do to my opponent. And as such, I've got this lovely championship on my shoulder. The wrestling gods don't speak to everyone. They wouldn't speak to you. Of course not. No, not you. One of the Rhodes family, as you clearly are. But no, they spoke to me, and I achieved greatness.
Fantastic. Thank you for that. And as you clearly just mentioned, the wrestling gods don't speak.
Wrestle gods, get the catchphrase and the branding.
The wrestle gods do not speak to me.
Well, I never grew up, I think is how I like to phrase it. So I was a child, I'm 38 now, and I watched it when I was 5 years old, and it was sort of like the era of Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior. And I think I just was like, whoa, what are these colours and these larger-than-life people? And then I watched it, and it goes back to the story thing. You go, oh, I really like this person. Oh, I don't like that person. And a bit like any sport, you pick your favourites, you want them to win. But my sort of first vivid memory is Bret Hart versus Owen Hart. I could understand that story. It's a sibling rivalry. One is a good brother, one is a bad brother. And I think WrestleMania 10 is the day where I was like, I'm in, I get this. Because I thought the story of WrestleMania 10 with Bret versus Owen at the beginning, with spoilers, Owen Hart winning,
yes.
But then Bret Hart winning the title at the end, and my childish brain, I think at the time I was 9, when Owen Hart walks out, and my brain goes, oh my goodness, Bret Hart is the champion, but Owen Hart has beaten Bret Hart. No, oh! And then when they got to SummerSlam and there was a cage, it was just so good. So I just think you can just sit back and relax and just enjoy every moment.
Engross yourself in stories.
And I never grew up. I've just been addicted ever since.
And that's the truth. Wrestling fans just do not grow up. It's so true.
So, funnily enough, my dad was a massive wrestling fan growing up. And when I was very young, he made me play with wrestling action figures and not Barbies. So there's really loads of videos of me playing in a wrestling ring, like even sitting in it as a baby. And then obviously I grew up with it, so me and my dad would watch it every time we got the chance, especially WrestleMania. Watched WrestleMania since the beginning with my dad.
Fantastic.
That's like a tradition that we have.
Yeah.
And then growing up, I just continued doing it. And then I was like, oh wait, I can do this. Hold on a second, this is new. And that's how I got into it. And it's just, since being involved, it's made me fall in love even more.
Absolutely amazing. Absolutely. See, you can become a fan and then you can become a wrestler yourself. Speaking of becoming a wrestler yourself,
Yes.
I'm going to be on a wrestling show next week.
Cool.
What advice would you give me if I end up in the ring face to face with a professional wrestler?
Be confident. As silly as that sounds, confidence is everything. You can literally be the best advice I ever got when I started wrestling was your wrestling persona should be the person that you wish you had the confidence to be. Like for me, Kimmy a Kiss is so far from Kimberly because I wish I had the confidence Kimmy a Kiss had. If you have that confidence, you're unstoppable.
Fantastic. So, Kimmy's advice to me is basically be confident and tell myself I'm Cody Rhodes.
Hell yeah.
What advice would I give? So my honest, if I turn on my promoter brain, if that's okay, is I would just be listening to their audience. What do they want? What kind of audience is there? So if I be a bit insider. So as an example, if I walk out and there are lots of adults, and let's just say the noise is a bit more deeper, I think they want to see moves. They want to see something either athletic or powerful or hard hitting. But if it's a little bit more higher pitched, if it's more children, they want to see their big character, they want to see their larger than life, because they're paying for an escapist experience. And one thing so my advice, honestly, to really extend this answer, pro wrestling is the most unique thing, where it's really immersive. And what I mean by that is when you go see a film, it is a static experience on a screen. There's nothing else that's going on. When you go to a wrestling show, you can high-five that wrestler. You can say, I believe in you, and they can look you dead in the eye. And I think we've got such a unique thing to be doing. And my advice to you is, pay attention to that audience. If someone wants to cheer you, go for it. If they want to boo you, give them a reason to boo them. Because then that immersive experience, when they pay their ticket, they walk into that building, they are experiencing pro wrestling from the moment they walk in to the moment they walk out. With the film, you have to walk through 20 minutes of trailers, you sit there, nothing happens, and then you walk out and go, that was a rubbish film. But at least in wrestling, you can go, I don't really like this match. Boo! Hey, shut your face! Oh, this is fun. That's my advice.
Keep your wallet in a locked area. And don't tell them your secrets.
Okay, fantastic. So, they will steal my money if I let them.
Of course. They'll steal anything. They'll steal your pants, your ring gear.
Thank you very much for your time.
What a
really
pleasure.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Have a
much.
good day.
Cheers. You too. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Say ooh with me. Ooh.
Kimmy, thank you very much.
You
for
are
your
more
time.
than welcome.
Really appreciate
Thank
it.
you so
Cheers.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.